Hello again and welcome to the Equity Committee at East Garner Elementary, which is comprised of Colleen Velez, Sandra Wainwright, Glenvera Williams, June Williams, and Holly Yates. This is our SIP third quarterly review. The NC STAR indicators we focused on were all teachers employ effective classroom management and reinforce classroom rules and procedures by positively teaching them. The other indicator, all teachers are attentive to students' emotional states, guide students in managing their emotions, and arrange for supports and interventions. The tasks we accomplish for our indicators consist of providing articles, videos, and surveys to the staff in order to read and participate in for the purpose of gaining better insight about equity. 2 presentations were presented to the staff. The first presentation allowed the staff to look at their own implicit biases and become aware that ignoring biases furthers inequity. The second presentation was the I Am profile presentation, and it allowed the staff to participate in sharing a time when they were proud of their identity descriptors, as well as a time when they felt pain about their descriptors. The staff members were also provided a handout of a culture tree, and they determined their level of culture. For example, were they on the surface, were they shallow, or did they have deep culture? Another accomplishment was the Equity Committee created and provided a 5-question Google survey on equity to the staff, and then discussed and shared the responses during a staff meeting. The questions were, what does an equitable teacher/classroom look like to you? Do you feel East Garner Elementary School staff members treat all students equitably? Do you think your students treat each other in an equitable way? What does equity look like in the classroom? And what supports or ideas might be helpful to you as you deal with inequitable behaviors in the classroom? The team also gathered and analyzed data on major and minor referrals by race and gender as of 10/13/18 up until 4/8/19. Out of the referrals, 171 were written on African Americans, 61 on Hispanics, 5 on multiracial, and 61 on whites. And of these referrals, 55 were written on females and 226 were written on males. Keep in mind, some referrals were written on the same student multiple times. For our next steps, we will continue to provide the staff with articles, videos, surveys, and presentations that pertains to equity. From these actions, we are hopeful that individuals will continue to become more knowledgeable about equity. We will also continue to analyze data on referrals while focusing on gender and race. For our final thought, let's keep in mind that compassion builds relationships with our students. Thank you for listening.